Boy, oh boy. Hey, how about that, folks? Welcome to a little Grown Man Record Night. This would actually be, I believe, our 1 year anniversary. If you're going to want to go in terms of weeks.
Yes.
Or number of shows.
Season finale?
Nope. We don't really have seasons.
There's no seasons here.
We
It's
just
continuous.
We just keep it moving, man. That's all you can do. This is this would be the 52nd show, I believe. Let's go and get a little bug action in there. 52nd show. I think technically our 1 year anniversary would have been September 28th, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we forgot about it.
But there was we forgot about it, and there's no big soiree this evening other than just straight up baloney business. But there was a couple of weeks where the internet was down, and so we didn't have the show, or there were problems, or whatever. So this is technically the 52nd show. Whoa. Yep. Okay. Hey, we want to remind everybody that all these segments, every Friday night from 8:30 till like, who knows what time.
Late
30. Late 30. We're on the Ustream. You can go to ustream.tv and search for Grown Man Record Night. If you probably Google Grown Man Record Night, you're going to find it. We really need to get a graphic for the Ustream channel. But anyhow, we do that every Friday night. But then these segments, these talk show type segments, end up on our YouTube channel. And we're at like 77 subscribers now. And when we get to 100, we're going to do something special. I need to make one of those VC intro videos.
You got to get cameras and sound
Because we've been doing the show, and we're no experts or anything like that, man.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm no expert.
Actually, I think technically you are.
I don't know nothing about nobody. We're just a couple of assholes that get together with cameras and
right now we're amateurs.
Microphones, and we enjoy the music and we enjoy records. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I learn shit every day. You know what I mean? I don't know things. I go talk
Except
to people.
how not to curse on air.
Well,
I learn S every day.
Yeah, I go to people and they tell me about things, and that helps me as a record collector. But anyhow, we want you to go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. And when we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to do a little contest, and we're going to talk a little bit about that coming up. But
we got a graphic for that, though.
What, the contest?
No, YouTube.
We got the YouTube graphic.
Yeah, we got a graphic for that.
YouTube.com/Machete Miller, or if you Google or search for Grown Man Record Night on YouTube, you'll probably find the shit. I mean, let's not be ignorant. Let's not be ignorant. You know how to go search for something that belongs to you and your own person. What are we jamming to underneath us here? We got a little Calypso Playboys. This is one of those records that you could buy on a cruise ship. This is probably in the 70s, I would think. Maybe
it looks
early
like
80s.
Yeah, and those guys knew their Calypso.
Yeah, this is a great record. A real islandy kind of music. It has my favorite version of Hey Mon on the end at the end of this side. It's my favorite. The way they hit the melody it's totally different than any other way. Harry Belafonte and all that jazz. Anyhow, we keep that underneath. You got to be careful what you play underneath here with the for the YouTube, because if you play something really hardy riding, you're liable to get popped, because they're real. They'll say, "Oh, we'll acknowledge third party," so we try to take it easy. If you notice, I'm wearing a visor this evening, and this is our 1 year anniversary, so it's sort of a nostalgic show. Visors are not necessarily the hot shit right now. I used to have an enormous collection of visors, cameraman. All kinds of visors. And people would bring me visors. And this is one of my favorite ones. And then tonight I was like, I don't normally do this because people don't wear visors much anymore, but I love this visor. Let's show this visor off. It's from the Lost Corporation. Toss. I'm gonna hook it. I'm gonna put it on the camera. Watch this. I'm gonna do it about it. Okay, I missed. But it's from the Lost Corporation. It was a blue. It's got little like pinholes in it. Orange. I love blue and orange together. And the Lost is actually reflective. The text. Look at the text on the front there, cameraman. Like if you hit that with a light at night, it actually like reflects, like that jogger bullshit that people wear. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I don't wear visors anymore. I know they're not the hot shit. This is a nostalgic show, and this is one of my favorite visors.
And you know what? I would wear a visor, but bald men
bald
just
men
have no
look kinda
reason
funny.
to wear a visor.
They look kind of funny on a bald man. And I got to tilt mine up a little bit. I mean, I've lost a little bit, not a whole lot, but
You ain't lost shit.
yeah, I know. You got to position it right. Anyhow, we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. What else we got to say?
I'm sorry.
on
I mean, you ain't lost S.
S apostrophe. So speaking of 1 year anniversary, we were going to we will have a big celebration of sorts of different types coming up soon. But for this, we're going to keep it easy. You know what I'm saying? Because Friday is a Friday. And whether this is a Grand Friday, whether it's a Christmas Friday, whether it's, you know what I mean? If Christmas falls on a Friday or New
I
Year's or
love the
whatever.
idea of Christmas Friday. That
But
should be a
it's
yearly
still-
thing.
This is still just Friday. And all Fridays are dope.
And
You know what
if
I'm
they're
saying?
going to force Christmas down our throats in July, which they used to do, I don't
July?
remember Christmas in July. They're not doing that much anymore. But if they would, just make it a, the Friday Christmas. Every July, there's a Friday Christmas. Balance it. Juggle it.
3, 2, 1. Welcome
Start.
to Grown Men Record Night. What the hell was I talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about. Juggling it. We're juggling it. Christmas Friday.
Christmas
Every
Friday.
Friday's a good
Every
Friday.
Friday's a good Friday.
Every Friday's
here
a good
at
Friday.
Christmas
Nah, that's what I'm
Island.
saying. No.
3, 2,
At
1.
Grown Men Record Night, every Friday's a big deal. So we're not going to blow it out of proportion that it's our 1 year anniversary. But we're going to do a little something coming up. I ain't going to say what yet. So the only thing we're going to do to celebrate is to have us a little bit of this Appalachian spring water, and we're going to have a gentleman, a friend of mine. Let's see what gentleman wants to say about it. Let's sit the gentleman down here. This is a good friend of the program, Jerry R. Pretty. And Kitty, you want to be on the internet? Kitty, want to be on the internet? We'll get over there, Kitty. The internet program's going on. This is Mr. Kitty, or Senor Gato, if you will. We'll see what Kitty knows about it. I don't know if Kitty knows anything about it. So, let's see, what else are we going to talk about? Oh, we're going to do, this is our only little 1 year celebration now. Let's talk about it. This is a little Appalachian spring water. We mixed a little bit of, what is that, cameraman? Tell me about that.
It's a little bit of that pre-mixed lemonade stuff that you put it like in 8 ounces of, your little
Put it in
bottle
your water bottle?
Yeah, your water
Little
bottle.
tube of powder?
I think 16 ounces.
You like
is
that,
what it's
Kitty?
supposed to be, but put a little bit in the moonshine, a little water, mix down the heavy stuff into something
Right.
you can drink.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take a pull of this. You want to pull that, Kitty? You don't want none of that. Here's the one year, man. We'll keep it going
Here.
as long as you guys enjoy it. Nearing recording limit. We do this every damn week. So we'll keep it live. Let's go and stop that down, cameraman. Yeah,
We're still live, and now we're recording again.
And now we're recording. And we got Mr. Kitty sitting up here with us this evening.
He seems to be enjoying himself.
He's quite a gentleman. He's a bigger gentleman. He's an older gentleman. And he's a friend of mine.
Yeah,
Me and Kitty have some...
Something I want to share about Mr. Kitty.
Yeah?
I realized today that as old as I am, and as old as he is,
Right.
that cat has been with me for 1/3 of my life. Almost
Okay.
exactly 1/3 of my life.
Take it easy.
Yep.
That's
Mr.
crazy.
Kitty.
That's crazy, this.
And the funny thing is, he's only a third as old as I am, but he's way older.
And when we start playing
Mr.
music in
Kitty's
here
old.
on the old record tables,
He loves the records.
what happens?
He comes in here.
And on Friday nights, sometimes, it's 7 o'clock and we're just still getting, chilling, getting home, whatnot. Kitty will come in here and lay down in the middle of the floor like, Friday, what's the deal? I thought we were going to do some business. He'll come in here and remind you, why don't you just sit on down there, Kitty? Just sit on down there. Be a friend of mine. There we go. All right. So anyhow,
I'm going to crank this up just a little bit.
the Deo.
Yeah.
This is my favorite version of Deo ever. This is what you would buy on a cruise ship. Like if you went on a cruise and you could purchase an album of the house band while you were on there, this would have been it. Probably Caribbean or one of those, one of them deals. One of them deals. What you know about it, Kitty? You don't know nobody? No, I don't know nobody. What are you looking at? Say hello to our internet people, Kitty. Okay. Hey, let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff we played earlier today, tonight, this evening, here on Friday, on Grown Man Record Night. Started out with just a track from The Lonely Bull, little Herb Alpert. We're just getting our stuff dialed in, you know what I'm saying? Kitty knows what I'm saying. Yep. So we're just getting the stuff dialed in. I was telling cameraman, this is a cameraman record. Show this cover off. That's the flimsiest cover I've ever seen in my life. It's like notebook paper. Look, I don't understand it. I think I have another copy of Lonely Bull that's a.
This cover cool.
That's a cooler cover, but boy, is it Flea-I-O and ZY. You do that. You do that. Hey, we followed that up with a little Lee Morgan, the Sidewinder on Blue Note. Man, I love this record. We play it every so often here on Grown Men Record Night, and we really enjoy it. Let's hold that guy up for just a second. Quality business. It's quality. Hang on there, cameraman. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Hey, we followed that up with a little Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band. Shiny Beast, man. I paid a lot of this. Is a promo copy of Shiny Beast. And I love this record. It's 78 on Warner Brothers. We'll show that one off a little bit because that's an incredibly dope record. Kitty loves that record. That's right up in Kitty's wheelhouse. Kitty's a big weirdo experimental fan. He's got a big belly for an older gentleman. That's all right though. Hey, that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Kitty. You know what I'm saying? I got a bigger belly as an older gentleman. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. Hey, we followed that with a little Quincy Jones. I heard that. Boy, we play this bitch quite often. It's a double LP I picked up. Raunchy cover. Records are in great shape, man. It's got a really cool cover. It's got a lot of great players on it. It's incredible. And pretty much, it's 75, I think. 73 all the way back. I don't know what pressing this is. But
is that 19?
Yeah.
75.
Yeah. It's really good, though. What a great fusion album. I'll just hold it up like that.
If that was 1875, that would be way ahead of its time.
Pick that up. Pick that up. Follow that up with a little Pink Floyd Relics. Picked this up just a few months ago. Great, man. It's one of the first Pink Floyd compilations. It's got some of the older stuff on it, which I really dig. It's funny. Back in the day, I only liked stuff like Off Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall and whatnot. And as I've gotten older, I like that older stuff, that raw, psyche rocker, 60s sounding stuff. I really dig that a lot more now.
You know what got me on that route
just getting old.
Was them live at Pompeii.
Oh, yeah.
That blew my mind. That changed who Pink Floyd was to me.
Yeah. It made them, it allowed me to explore them as gentlemen. Is that inappropriate?
No.
Okay. It allowed me to explore them as gentlemen and see how the process of creating music and yeah, that's true. That's true. That expanded. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we followed that up with a little King Curtis. What? Man, Billy Preston plays on this album. This is 72 on Atlantic. Woo! Baby, we love some King Curtis. This record is jamming to the core. We played, what side did we play there? I think we played side one. Man, which ends with Everybody's Talking. His version of Everybody's Talking. You remember that version of Everybody's Talking? Man,
Everybody's talking about coffee.
Dope 30.
Oh, is that?
It's Dope 30. That's what Kitty says. Followed it up with a little Husker Du. This is Warehouse Songs and Stories, specially priced 2-record set. I got this bitch for $3. It was on the Dig of the Week a few weeks ago.
And Carl says, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Carl said it was okay. I really like Husker Du. And these old cats are still doing it, or at least the singer is. And it says LP1 fair and LP2 very good plus. I haven't found a problem with either one of these records. They sound great to me. I don't know. It was only $3. That's crazy business. Let's hold that banana boat up. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got, Kitty?
You know what's funny about the cat?
What's funny about the cat?
What's funny about the cat is he's so bright white.
Bright.
He kind of
He makes the camera hours down?
he tries. He's
Are we
kind of
getting
blown
all
out.
Kitty? Or are we cutting out Kitty? We
No,
getting all-
Kitty's right there. He's kind of blown out a little bit
He's a
though.
friend of mine.
He's so bright you can't see the detail.
Such a friend
Look
of
at him
mine.
compared to the wall and to the table and everything. Look how white that cat is.
He would be top 5, top 10, at least top 10 friend of mine. Legitimate friend of mine.
Oh yeah, me
Like
too.
house was on fire.
He's
Grab
been
a
with
friend
me
of yours.
for
Kitty would be up-
1/3 of my entire life.
Yeah, Kitty would be up there. He's a stand-up guy. I mean, what more you want? He's a stand-up guy. Hey, let's take a little a viewer question. I don't want to call this person out because they asked me in confidence. Someone that has just started getting into collecting vinyl, right? And they want to know, like, hey, I'm going into Goodwill or I'm going into a record store or whatnot. What do I want to look for? You know, what do I look for as a record digger, as somebody that collects vinyl, as whatever? What am I going to look for? And you know what? This is what I say. This is my answer as a man. Is when you're first getting started, you look for things that you know you're going to dig, genres of music that you know you really like, and then expand off of that. Find little niches within genres that you already like. So say you're a rock fan, you like The Who, you like Pink Floyd, you like Deep Purple, okay? Now you start finding some bands that sound like them that you didn't know, and you can kind of judge that off of the cover. So if you're in a Goodwill and it's $1, it looks like that record that you already like. You've got a feeling, it just kind of feels like that record you already like. Pick it up. It's $1. That's how you get started. Don't go out and as a new record digger and be like, here's $15, here's $25. No, stick to Goodwill, stick to thrift stores.
Trust your instincts as
Trust
far
your
as
instincts.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Does that look like something you'd enjoy? Then try it.
And how many times have you been like, as a novice digger, been like, this has got to be great. Look at this damn cover. This cover is bananas. It's all psyche. It's all weird. It's gonna be great. And you put it on. It's la 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 la, and you're like, oh man. And you learn from that. So you don't always trust the cover, but sometimes you have a feeling.
Yeah, you know what? Don't trust Stryker.
Striker?
If you're looking for funk,
The
don't
Christian
trust him.
man?
No,
A striper.
that's Stryper.
Yeah.
This is Stryker.
Fly like an eagle. Some
No,
of those
that's
songs?
no,
Fly like
that's not one of those songs. I don't know.
Not,
I don't know who did that.
who does that, Kitty?
No, Fly Like an Eagle. That was.
I mean, not Steve Miller.
That was Steve Miller.
That fly like a something.
Fly like an eagle.
Yeah.
Into the ocean.
No.
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
start that over.
3, 2.
Hey, I tell you what, I did walk around Kitty today and pick up a lot of great new records. I spent a little bit of money this week. Little bit of money this week, Kitty, and I picked up some great records that I want to share with everybody on our 1-year anniversary edition of Dig of the Week. And I'm really excited to share it with everybody because these are pretty cool records, man. It's stuff everybody can get into. You know what I mean? These are all records that you can just totally get into. Kitty digs these records. Grown men dig these records. Everybody digs these records. And I picked up some I'm pretty damn proud of today. And we've jammed a couple of them this evening. I'll mention just a couple of them real quick. Actually, we'll mention all of them. We just finished listening to this. This is Stevie Wonder. Inner Visions. This is Inner Visions. Original pressing. For some reason, it's $3. And I don't know. This is classic, man. We listened to side 2, which starts with Higher Ground. Man, it's great. There's some Stevie Wonder I really like. There's some Stevie Wonder that I like. And, let's hold that up. It ain't much. It's a cool cover, but it's not very dynamic for the internet. In terms of internet, that's less dynamic than other things. Oh, look at that. Oh no, it's coming right in your, yeah. I don't know about that. Great record so far. We listened to that one side. Had a couple slow jams, but Stevie Wonder is one of those people with slow jams.
You know he was blonde?
He's blind.
Is or was?
He was a chronic masturbator as a child. He ended up blind. That's a PSA for all you.
Why he went blind?
I'm pretty sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah?
You should put that on
Kidding?
some kind of medical website.
Yeah, medical.
You know stuff about medical.
Hey, I don't know nobody about nothing. So anyhow.
I know somebody who knows something about medical.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
3, 2. Okay.
Start.
Yeah. Here's the next record.
I'm digging
This
that.
brings me to a very big conundrum I want to bring to the vinyl community. And what I picked up today, and we jammed it a little earlier, is ZZ Top's Tres Hombres. My favorite ZZ Top by far. This is 73 on London Records. This is the reissue. This is my question. Let's hold this up while I formulate my question and hit up on there where it says reissue, because that's where my question kind of comes to pass here. There were 2 copies of this record in this store today, and there was an original pressing that had significant ring wear on the front cover and had at least one decent looking scratch on it where you were like, also $3. This was
Same
also
price.
Yeah, this was $3. This is the reissue. The cover was in much better condition. The record looks to be immaculate condition.
Sounds pretty good.
I don't know which reissue this is, but dude labeled it as a reissue. Still $3.
So the conundrum is,
I opted for the reissue because the condition looked better, even though I can see a little bit of ring.
and Cameron
So-
agrees.
You agree with that?
I do agree with that.
So my question,
The music is more important than when it was put out.
that's a very
As long as it's not like a poorly mastered.
right. There's certain
Which that one is
pressings
not.
that
That one
have
is not.
issues. I was literally sitting in the record store. I had both copies in my hand, and I'm looking at both of them, and I'm like, part of the baseball card collector of me wants to select the original pressing and go put it in my collection and be like, oh, it's got some ring wear, but still. But the audiophile of me is like, look, I really want to hear this record. I want to put it on my turntable and put on my earphones and be like, oh, baby!
Bam!
Yeah. And that's what I did earlier, and I think I made the right choice because the
I agree.
reissue, it sounds great. I put my
But
headphones on.
we would like to hear feedback. We want you guys
Yeah.
to let us know what you
Weigh
think.
in, man. I don't know.
Should I put up a web address or something like that? v2w345.co.
Yeah.
W?
It'll come up with a login screen. Just put in as your
Your-
username.
Your username
Grown
is
Man Record Night, Friday night,
Hashtag.
October,
hashtag
11th, 2013, .usga. Approved.
dot
.cat.
CATCHE.
Havelock, North Carolina. Let's keep it moving with our dig of the week. We've gotten way off track. Kitty?
Oh no.
Kitty, it's your problem. Why do you let us get this far off a track?
He's not
I know
letting
we've been-
anything. Look at him. He's chilling.
I
That
mean,
cat is enjoying himself.
I need you to kind of, field produce.
He's photogenic.
Keep us on track.
Look how photogenic that cat is.
And just like the black
what?
and white cookie on Seinfeld. The black and white cookie on Seinfeld. Mr. Kitty, or Senor Gato, represents the good and the bad in all of us. And, man, he's a friend of mine. He embodies everything that's good or bad about anything or everybody. Boy, he's a friend of mine. I wish I had a papoose. One of those breast situations. I could put Mr. Kitty in my papoose, and we could go to the park. I've seen New York City TV picture shows about, about children out on a papoose, right? You remember Sesame
Oh wait,
Street?
is that where they're in some kind of a city?
How did Sesame Street make you feel as a child, seeing those
I
big
wished I
city?
could ride my bike to
Yeah.
where the lamppost spoke to me.
Just turn around and go back the way you came.
Yeah.
Let's keep dig of the week moving. Yeah, we're gonna. Kitty's getting
spread out,
antsy.
didn't he?
He's spread out about it. Let's talk about it. Hey, how about a little The Who? This is Odds and Sods, also a reissue, but I picked it up for $5, man. Odds and Sods is a 74 track records limited edition. This is a Who record that's got a bunch of stuff that was supposed to appear on other things or didn't appear on other things, and I don't know a lot about it. It's a cool cover. I've actually put this back a few times. Look at that. That's good time business. Hold that cover up, cameraman. If you would. That's a cool cover. Yeah, I know. But it's only $5. I have literally had this record in my possession like 5 times and then been like, oh man, look at that record, and put it back. This time I pulled the damn trigger on it. And it's going to be great. We're going to jam it later. We're getting to some great records. We've already been talking about some great records. Keeping it moving. Steve Jones introduced me to this band. This is Gentle Giant. And he had a sealed copy a couple of weeks ago called The Interview. He had...
That one's shaped like a mason jar, which is neat.
Yeah, this is neat. And then he had another one that was also great. It's like fusion, prog, classic rock, bananery that has some really, it's got some synth heavy, really intricate stuff. This is 73 on CBS. And check out this cover. I really appreciate the guy I bought all these records from today. Everything that didn't have a real heavy plastic sleeve with it, he gave me plastic sleeves to put the records in.
Where was he at?
And look at that.
Where was he at?
Renolda Village in Winston-Salem. Look at that. And look at those corners on this cover. It's pretty cool, man. And Steve really turned me onto this, so we're going to jam this a little later. Look at the back. That's a great cover. How it looks like a jar. We were drinking things out of a jar earlier. So, oh, look at Kitty. Kitty knows about it. Look at that right there. Kitty knows about it. Okay. Let's see if Kitty knows about it. Yep, look at that jar. Kitty knows about it. Oh, boy. Yep. Okay. Hey, what else did we pick up, Kitty? Yep. How about a little double LP of Genesis Live? Seconds Out.
Hey,
Woo!
You know what you should do?
I'm a big time recent Genesis fan.
You should tell Ken how he should like Genesis more than he does.
Ken, you should like Genesis.
Ken hates a certain member of that band.
Right. But I'll tell you what, man.
He's kind of right, I guess. He's got reasons for it.
When you start back from
but
early Genesis, you won't believe it's the same band.
If he's watching, Ken, if you're watching.
Ken, if you're watching, man, give Genesis another chance.
A little bit of a chance.
I know my man Michael Cool
I
will
gave him a
agree.
chance,
Steve Jones will agree. You'll probably agree.
I can
You've
feel
got
it
a
coming
great
in
one
the air of
there.
the night.
Yeah, what's that Broadway one you got?
What?
But it's only one LP. I've come out of the box. Maybe we'll play that. Or it's not in the best
Joe
shape.
Satriani and
Michael Cool may get mad at us because it's not in the best shape.
I don't know.
He'll get mad at us.
I don't know.
Maybe we won't play it. We'll play it off
Shotgun?
the air. I don't know. Look at this guy. Kitty, look at that guy. A new Genesis album. Double LP, baby. Hold that up there, cameraman. Kitty's excited about it. Kitty made motion on it. That's cool. We're going to jam that B. Coming up. Kitty, let's sit it on down there, buddy. I don't want you to jump down. That's too far. That's too far, Kitty. No, no, no. We're going to put that down. Hey, how about one more? No, let's go 2 more. Woo! Dig of the week. How about Sabbath's debut, Kitty? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. 1970 on Warner Brothers. Didn't pay all that much with it, other than except this one asshole that I guess bought this originally wrote his name on the label on the inner sleeve. If you want to pull that out and show that fact, but look at that cover, man. That's OG. And even the guy at the store said that's the original green label. This is a real deal first Zappa album. That's awesome. Oh, there it is. Is that the dude's name? Look for the dude's name. Jerkoff McJohnson decided to write his name on this. Whatever. That's cool. That's cool. If that's what you want to do as a man, that's your own business. I got one more record to bring up for Dig of the Week, and then we'll take a little break and come back with a little, so to speak, and chit chat with our friend Mr. Kitty here. Kitty's getting a little anxious. He's an older gentleman, so sometimes he gets a little anxious. I understand that. I'm kind of the same way. Kitty, settle down there, buddy. I don't want you jumping down. You're an older gentleman. Older gentleman. Older gentleman. You're going to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So we got one more record I picked up today. To add to my Frank Zappa collection, Kitty, we got a little Sleep Dirt. This is my big ticket item. I paid $10 for this record. Get Kitty down. Make sure he don't hurt himself. I don't want him to hurt himself. He wants to get down. I don't want to keep him from doing his own thing. He's a grown man. Friday night, being a grown man, doing your own thing. You know what I mean? You want to go roam around? Go roam around. It ain't my business. It ain't my business. This is wow. What is the deal with this record? This is '79. Warner.
Is that 19 or 18?
Yep. Let's hold this guy. This is my big ticket item, and I guess we should probably jam a little track of that for our little break, since I paid too much damn money for it. It won't be $10 for a Zappa record. That's okay. That's all right. That's one I don't have. That's one I've been kind of looking at a little bit. We should probably maybe play a little bit of this. Now, I'll tell you what. We're going to take a little quick break, and we're going to play some music for just a quick little minute. We're going to come back with a quick, so to speak, and chip chat. A chip chat for all ages. This is a 1-year chip chat anniversary, so bring it on downtown for us.
1 year.
Oh man, we got a hashtag. Steve Jones hashtagged this at Rockin' the Vaza. Yeah, so that's what it's at, man. That's where it's at. So I'll tell you what. Let's take us on down to Graphic. Hey, before we go, our good friend Sean in New Jersey has hooked us up with these great new graphics. Let's check out some of these new graphics that Sean has hooked us up with. And always taking it to the next level, Sean is.
Where do you want to go if you're a 1950s teenager and you just bought a car?
Oh, man. I don't want to talk about it because this is it's a business model of mine. It's an idea that I've had for a really long time, but I don't want to tell it on the internet.
I gave it away!
Yeah, look at that. Little drive-in graphic. That's legit business, son. What else we got there, cameraman?
Have you ever premiered a movie in
I've
a little
premiered
town
a movie
somewhere?
Yeah.
You know what a marquee is?
I know what a marquee is, as a professional gentleman. Yeah. Look at that. That's buttered bacon. That's buttered up bacon. That is buttered up bacon. Look at that. We got one more that's a little more urban. It's freaking street legal. This one goes out to the bossman.
Who is Banksy?
This goes out to the bossman, speaking of Banksy. A little bossman graphic coming from Sean. Look at this. Straight.
Oh, wow. Look at there.
Okay.
Really?
Bandwidth low. Things are going crazy. So I'll tell you what, let's go and dip down to a graphic. We're going to play a little music, and we'll come back with a so to speak and chip chat here real soon. So stay with us here on Grown Man Record Night. We sure do appreciate you. A year-long's worth of appreciating. I've got all this appreciating. I'm squeezing it down, sending it your way for a year-long's worth of appreciating. It's intimidating. Boom. Grown Man Record Night. 1-year anniversary celebration. We just jammed a little Black Sabbath. Man, how about that? We're going to do some Zappa. Cameron already had some Zappa. Just Sabbath queued up. What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
There's no big deal.
There's no deal.
There's a huge deal.
There's a deal.
52. Woo!
52. 52 deals. I'm thirsty, cameraman. Boy, I'm thirsty. And I tell you what, the only thing to quench my thirst, not that. It's not that. We'll do that in a second. So to speak. We got a quick little so to speak. This is a dynamic so to speak coming your way, courtesy of the girlfriend. Now, I think these sodas are available.
That looks really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. These are available, I think, at the Sheetz convenience store. I don't know if that's available in your local area. Check your local distributor. As always, please, and tell them that So to Speak and Grown Men Recognize sent you. What we have here is Jelly Belly, famous for the jelly beans, right?
Yep.
Right, absolutely. This is a gourmet soda made by the Jelly Belly Corporation. Let's check out the ingredients. Hey, filtered carbonated water, cane sugar, check, plus. Citric acid, so you know it's got a few things in it. It's got a few dyes and whatnot, but no corn syrup, cane sugar. So Jelly Belly has a variety of flavors. This particular one here, let's hold this up before we crack it, is a juicy pear. And boy, I love a nice pear. And this looks real interesting. And I appreciate girlfriend hooking us up with this. Apparently they have some other flavors. There's a grape or something or other that's apparently really good. So we're gonna try this juicy pear out. Man, I love pear. Pear cider is good. Alcoholic pear cider. Pear soda though. I'm excited about that.
You might like this more than that cucumber soda.
Probably.
I like that stuff.
That's really good. That's really sweet. Try this and I'll tell you, you tell me what you think it tastes like. Because I've got something in mind, but I don't want to spoil it. Pretty damn sweet. What's it remind you of? Got anything in mind?
A really crappy popsicle.
Jolly Rancher. It tastes like a Jolly Rancher to me.
Okay,
almost
yeah.
like a sour apple Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, almost like a sour apple Jolly
The
Rancher.
green Jolly Rancher. It's good. It's very sweet.
It's good, yeah.
It's real sugar though, so at least if it's sweet,
tastes
it's real
a lot
sugar.
like the jelly bean, which I love a little bit of that. Oh,
That's good.
they make good jelly beans.
That's a good soda. That's
We have a
something to look
graphic
out
for those people.
What's that?
We should have a graphic for all the sodas that we have.
That's a good soda. Check this out, folks. It's the Jelly Belly Juicy Pear. You'll find it in some of your local convenience stores, some of your more like substantial local convenience stores, larger travel plazas, perhaps.
And who else would you trust with your soda opinion more than
Grown Men Recognize, so to speak, and especially on our 1-year anniversary show. So we'll wrap up this particular edition of So to Speak. I'm gonna kill this. I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna kill this on down. And we're gonna wrap up this particular So to Speak and go right into what we like to call for our little snick snackies. We're all a bunch of snick snackies here. All a bunch of snick snackies. And we got some cool things to talk about tonight on this week's edition, the 1-year anniversary edition of Chip Chat. Okay, now on Chip Chat this evening, we got several things we want to talk about. We got some great chips that we're going to bring up. Always want to mention, I tell you what, not always want to mention, but sometimes want to mention, I want to mention, me as a man, I want to mention our good friend, Sweet Tea. Now, Sweet Tea has come up with this spreadsheet. It's an Excel spreadsheet of all the chips we've done here on Chip Chat. Incredibly helpful for all our friends of the program that are out on the field and come across things on the shelf and be like, huh, I wonder if Homeboy has done this on Chip Chat. They pull up the spreadsheet and be like, oh yeah, he's done this brand, but not this flavor. I'll pick these up. Sweet Tea is a big friend of the program, always coming through in the clutch. In the clutch, like Mr. October. It's topical. It's topical. right?
Use those
Baseball.
No.
Boo! That's what baseball sounds like.
I need a
Boo! That's what
The people right now can't hear what I'm saying because I'm too far away from the microphone. Is that why this works?
yeah.
No, I was just saying something, but I was too far away.
Too far away from the microphone. Hey, we got a little open bag special. This is something, speaking of the Chip Chat list, something that we've done previously on Chip Chat, and this is the Sabritos puffed wheat snacks. This is the chili and lime flavor. I don't remember seeing this on the list, but I'm pretty sure we've done these at some point. It's a Frito-Lay product, but it's a chili lime puffed wheat snack, and we've about damn killed these damn things. Let's hold the bag up. You can take it with you there, cameraman. They're puffed wheat, light and fluffy. A little bit of zing in terms of spice from the chili, but absolutely overpowered by the zing coming from the lime or citric acid powder. Quite zippy, pretty zippy. Got a new thing I picked up this week. I don't know much about it. It's a flavor that I grew up with that I was, oh boy, in love with for quite some time. And we're talking about the barbecue flavored Fritos, right? Barbecue,
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue flavored corn chips.
It's good stuff.
Right.
Fritos are pretty pure.
Absolutely. And so,
Not too much to them.
growing up, those were one of my favorites. And I didn't know of anyone that made that particular product other than Frito-Lay with the Frito product. What we have here is a company called Bon Tom of York. Bon Tom of York. And this is from Bickle Snack Foods in York, Pennsylvania.
Wait, where?
York!
Where?
York!
Who?
York!
Who in York?
Bon Tom, the Bickle Snack Food Incorporated.
Thanks to Bickle Snack Food for
This has quite a larger ingredient list than your typical Fritos, but it's got a barbecue flavor on it.
What else?
And it does, it's,
The barbecue Fritos has a big ingredient list.
and this says corn chips.
Most of those ingredients
yeah.
are in the seasoning.
You want to hold those up before we pop them open? These are going to be pretty epic. I'm pretty sure these are going to be pretty damn good.
Bon Jovi of yours.
Yeah, Bon Jovi. These are going to be slippery when wet. Is that a funny joke? Coming from a man. A man makes funny jokes. We'll listen to a little Gary McFarland soft samba. If you don't know Gary McFarland, get with the program. Get with the program. Nice tough open right there. You pull this apart, but you got some positive resistance. Feels like you're doing something when you open this bag. It's not like you can't do it, but when you pull it open, it's like yank. Positive resistance. It feels like you're doing something. I like that. I like that in a bag of chips. Let's go a little barbecue corn chips here. Good barbecue flavor. Consistency is a little bit almost default stale. Still good. The barbecue flavor is pretty damn good. What do you think about it, Cameron?
I can dismiss that stale pretty quick.
You know what I mean? It almost
Yep.
has.
Yeah, but I'd get rid of that.
It also almost feels like right out of the
It's
bag
a good barbecue.
that they're almost a little stale, but it tastes good. The corn is a little chewier than it would be with a Frito.
It's got the same flavor though.
Got the same flavor. Actually spicier. These are quite a bit spicier.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, that's good. That was a $1.09 pickup at a local convenience store. Never saw them before. You know, cameraman wants some more of them. Hold them up. Remind them what we're talking about here. Re-rack it. We're re-racking it. Dip your beard down into it. That's good times. Is this record over? That's good times. So I'll tell you what. We did a little experiment. We got a little thing to share with you this evening. If you know, we're always big fans of the Doritos Dinamitas product. They're rolled up little Doritos, and there's a version in the green bag.
Diminutive.
They are so damn hot, and they stain your fingers like crazy. Steve Jones is a big fan. I'm a big fan, but they're crazy. So you got to be in the mood for them. So Steve picked some up, and we actually made a little bit of video of a little serving suggestion if you're feeling a little bit spunky. So let's take a look at this, and then we'll come back here with one more thing here on Chip Chat, live on Grown Man Record Night.
Right.
Okay, we've got our good friends Dinomitas from the Doritos Corporation. The little rolled up tubes that are really hot and stain your fingers. And we've got a bowl of chicken vegetable soup. So these things are hollow. So let's see if this will work as a straw. They absolutely work as a straw. A very spicy straw. And then you can eat it.
Right.
Okay, we've got our good friends Dinomitas from the Doritos Corporation. The little rolled up tubes. Okay, how about that? How about that? Cameraman double click something. No.
Ustream had an error.
You're an
That
error.
was a Ustream error.
You're an error.
Urine. No.
You're an error. You're an error. That was pretty cool though, right? So take the old Dinamitas. Those are our good friends Takis stand by. They're hollow, so you can use them as a straw. So keep that in mind when you got some boring soup and you're like, oh, this soup's okay. It's gonna make me full and not hungry, but I got these corn tubes here. Use the damn corn tubes as a damn straw and you don't have to worry about it. Speaking of which, Sweet Tea hooked us up with one of our favorite brands, Takis. Okay? Now, we've had the Takis, the hot versions, which is similar to the Dinamitas in the green bag. We've had the guacamole flavored Takis, which are phenomenal. That's up there. That's a top 5 chip for me. That's one of my favorite ones we've done in the past year and a half. We hadn't done a year and a half.
No, actually, we have done more than a year and a half.
Buck Bayou.
Because we were doing this for a while before we were broadcasting it.
Eustace.
Right? I mean, Friday Night Record Night was something you did for...
Oh, I did it previous to... Oh, okay.
You just decided to share,
Yeah,
which was
I
awesome.
decided to share with everybody. So anyhow, Sweet Tea has hooked us up with some Takis in the crunchy fajita flavor. And this is just classic business right here. Not only does this particular bag says find the swag in the bag, in our bag, it's got a free bracelet in here. Are you kidding me? Like one of those Live Strong bracelets, but it's gonna say something about chips probably. And also, she was so kind as to tape a glove to the bag because I talked about how much that these type of chips will stain your fingers. So look at that. She taped a glove to the bag, and apparently we're going to get a damn bracelet in there too. This may be the most accessorized and promising bags of chips we've had to date. And I'm really looking forward to this. And here we go. We appreciate everybody joining us here on Grown Man Record Night for our 1-year anniversary celebration. And this is going to be an epic bag of chips we're going to open right here. I opened the bag. Okay. Oh boy, look at this right here. We've got a Cameron, I would really like you to get a shot of this. I know you're doing some record business right now, but before I get too crazy, I just want to show this bag, this stain-colored bag with my bracelet in it, and I'm going to take Trisha Bailey's glove off. I hope this is not a used glove. She may have used this for something. I don't know.
Okay, that did not pick on camera. That didn't pick up very well.
Yeah.
That bag is so stained.
Yeah,
Red
it's red.
and grainy with that flavor.
Yeah, let's see what this bracelet is going to say. Oh my God, it's one of those bags I can't open. I ripped it open. What does it say? Face the intensity, Takis. Hold that up, man. And this is a nice aubergine color. And everybody loves aubergine, right? If there's one color everybody loves, it's aubergine. That is a delicate aubergine color. And I'll probably put this on my arm and never take it off again as long as I live. I'm just saying, face the intensity. If there's one thing I can leave you with this evening, it would be face the intensity.
How about you tell us how good those chips are first?
Here we go. I'm taking my glove. Oh, I ripped part of it off. I'm taking my glove. I'm going downtown on these Takis with the crunchy fajita flavor. Oh, big guy. Takis are better than dinamitas all day long. Feel how easy they crunch. Don't hurt your teeth. Just get on down there to it. I really like eating chips off of a glove like this. That's good time stuff. Hey everybody, we appreciate you joining us. We're going to conclude this particular edition of Chip Chat. And I'll tell you what, I got so many great records to play. We're going to keep going. We're jamming some Fifth Dimension. I don't know why. We're just playing some Fifth Dimension because we can. We're going to play some of the new records we talked about earlier. Get into some crazy shit. Talk about our uncles later. We're going to go my uncle versus cameraman's uncle in a conversation. Anyhow, we appreciate you joining us. Hey, we appreciate you hanging out with us for a damn year. Some of you been with us for a damn year. And we sure do appreciate you. That's awesome. And we're going to keep doing it because it's something we like doing. You only get one Friday a week. Why the hell would you want to do anything else other than join us here on Grown Man Record Night? And so, boy, we sure do appreciate you. And we'll see you next time. Next week, it's a new Friday. It's a new start. Everything starts over on Friday night. Everything can change on a New Year's Day. We appreciate you joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. My shadow shedding skin.